Hi, my name is Mike Ross and I'm here at WaterBear today. I'm going to show you a quick pragmatic method of restringing your guitar. Now, I've got a Les Paul here, so what I've begun by is I took the old strings off, cleaned the fingerboard using a little smidgen of lemon oil and then polished it up with a microfiber cloth. Make sure you get all the residue off. Then I took the strings and I've pre-loaded them into the tailpiece because it saves time dipping backwards and forwards. So pop that on the guitar, make sure it's sitting right. I always start with the lowest string. And a trick that I've worked out over the years that gives me like a little measuring gauge of how much I want to use of this string on the machine head is I just kind of nip the string. So I measure it up just about up to the next machine head there. So I've got about an inch over and above the end of the machine head here, and then I just give it a little nip. That tells me when I feed it through there where I need to stop. So if I do that, and then give it a little wrap, make sure the tailpiece hasn't come off. Give it a little wrap, and then using your thumb and first finger like that, keep a bit of tension on so that it doesn't all go south and start wobbling off. So I've got a string winder here, and then just pop that on there and keeping the tension on with your thumb and finger. You want to end up with a nice even spiral, maybe 3 turns of string underneath where it's poked through the head there, and it's even in tune. So continue with the other strings. Same thing, about an inch above the head, poke it through. When you come to these top heads, there's a good trick you can use. So instead of measuring it up above like that, if you keep the string in your fingers and let it slide through there, I've actually pulled an inch down of that excess. I'll do it one more time. So I'm going to nip my fingers together and then let the string slide through. So I've given myself an inch to work with. Takes a bit of practice, but it's worth nailing. As you're doing them, it's worth checking that the string is sitting correctly in the slot on the saddle. Same thing in reverse now, down the other side. And if you keep the tension on as you're doing it, what that's doing is it's helping the string. It means you have to tune it less when you've put the string on. And if you keep a bit of downward tension like that, that's just telling the string where to go, so it's keeping a nice neat spiral. Try not to get the strings so they're overlapping, because any overlaps or kind of lumps and bumps up that end are going to result in poorer tuning overall. There we go, so they're all on now, and they've all got a nice neat spiral coming up, coming off the bottom like that. Tension's on them, so they're going to be much less likely to slip. I was roughly putting it in tune as I went, but now what we need to do is give each one, kind of hold it in the middle of the neck and give each one a few relatively firm tugs, don't go mental. and snap the string. Give it a few tugs out. It takes any slack out of those winds and any slack out of this end as well. There shouldn't be too much slack if you've done that thing with your thumb and finger, because that's what helps get a lot of that out. There we go. Check out the other videos where I'm going to continue talking about the bridge and the intonation, the truss rod, things like that. Thanks for watching.